4 downs as we want to look at this NCAA issue. First down was Tennessee's news, good news, bad news, or no news for the Vols. Not the other parties involved, but for the Vols.
Bad news. Look, at the fact that they're not reaching a resolution right now with the NCAA tells me they're very, very nervous about what the NCAA is going to punish them for with lack of institutional control, more than what I think any of us thought it would be over the last year. So I'm going bad news.
I go bad news as well. I think when I saw that initially come out, I thought it was just all wrapped up. And you and I talked later in the afternoon, and we said that usually the NCAA just stands pat and they're quiet and they don't do anything until it's time to just drop the hammer or drop the case. Smoky Mountain Red says 0 news. I could see a no news vote for that as well. Second down, will the Vols receive very minor penalties? And by that, I mean limitations on recruiting, travel, that sort of thing, scholarship reductions, which would be more serious, a postseason ban, none of the above or all of the above. You've got 4 choices there on 4 downs, brought to you by Best and Broad.
I'm going to go minor penalties. I would have said scholarship reductions, but I got to be honest, that's an outdated way of punishing it. In the age of NIL, you don't really need scholarships for certain players, So I think the minor penalties would be worse than the scholarship reductions. So I'm going to say minor penalties.
And John pointed out they have already self-imposed some penalties. Tennessee has. Smoky Mountain Red saying NCAA dragging their feet on this and then punishing kids and coaches that are not even involved makes 0 sense. I agree with that. I mean, everybody's gone. I'm going to say they're going to chuck on a few more minor penalties, but I'm going to combine the two. I'm going to say that it may be 2 to 4 scholarship reductions because that stands out and gets some print, and the NCAA is positioning itself to be tougher. They've hired a bunch of people in their enforcement staff. They won't be tougher. Nothing's going to change, but they want to look a little bit better. It's a PR move. Third down, should/will Jeremy Pruitt ever coach in college again?
No, on account of stupidity. I've heard this argument made about Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame where like they want to do, if you're going to put 2 steroid users in the Hall of Fame, you would put Bonds and Clemens because they were good before they did steroids. But Clemens was so stupid with how aggressive he was at trying to testify, he dared Congress to subpoena him over it. And so a lot of people were like, just the level of stupidity with Clemens, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I'm that way with Jeremy Pruitt. It's one thing to cheat. It's another thing to have your wife go hand players cash in McDonald's bags or Chick-fil-A bags. So I say on account of stupidity, no. It's Will Wade stupidity to me.
Yeah, I want to agree with you, but I think he will. I think he'll get about a 5-year show cause penalty. He'll sit out kind of like Bruce Pearl did, and he's too good of a recruiter with his ties into Alabama not to get another job. So in the meantime, he'll either play poker or he'll coach in the NFL. I don't think he should ever coach in college again, but I think he will coach in college again. And then biggest news of the day on Monday, Ahuna, NCAA, or Zakai going down with the injury. Your thoughts?
I mean, you want to say Zakai, but football is king, guys. Football matters more than everything else. So I say it's the NCAA.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Zakai Ziegler, but I think both Ahuna and the NCAA are a close second. We were pretty astounded by some of the metrics of people that responded and read and clicked on just some simple stories that we put out over the weekend, real honestly, that in response to Tennessee baseball. So it was once again a sign to me. And we launched on June the 6th last year, and we saw an incredible response from Tennessee baseball. So the biggest news for me, being a 29-year-old guy who's worked in the media for 25 years, but the biggest news for me is exactly how you would have it, probably NCAA and football, Ziegler and Ahuna. But I'm going to go by some of those metrics. I think Tennessee baseball continues to be a very viable thing for fans, and I think it's fun to go out to games, and I think they want to see this team fulfill what they couldn't last year. So that may be a little bit of a convoluted way of answering it.